buddy. Blogger and I just wanted you to see us knowing we're wearing our masks. It makes it hard for Logger to breathe, but he'll wear it if he has to in order to see you kids come fall. Won't you, buddy? Since we're on a little vacation, though, we're going to take this off because there's nobody here but us. And Aunt Dee, of course. And we're going to be in the house because it's so hot outside. But Logger wanted you to see his mask. Yeah, but it makes it hard for you to breathe, doesn't it? There you go, buddy. All right. Logger and I spent some time at kindergarten registration last week, and we got to make some new friends, and we got to meet some new kiddos, and they all got to see Logger, and they like him as much as you guys do. We also got to see some of his teacher friends and Nurse Tracy, so we were very happy about that, weren't we, buddy? Yeah. So anyhow, Logger asked me, since we were at school last week, could we read a school story? So this week's story is called The Recess Queen, and it's written by Alexis O'Neill, and it's illustrated by Laura Haliski-Beath. And we're going to find out about the Recess Queen, aren't we? Aren't we? Are you ready? All right. Mean Jean was the recess queen, and nobody said any different. Nobody swung until Mean Jean swung. Nobody kicked until Mean Jean kicked. Nobody bounced until Mean Jean bounced. If kids ever crossed her, she'd push them and smush them and lollapalooza them, hammer them and slammer them, and kiss and kajammer them. Are you getting comfortable? She'd climb to the top of the slide and say what? Mean Jean growled. Say who? Mean Jean howled. Say you! Who do you think you're talking to? Mean Jean always got her way. Until one day, a new kid came to school. Katie Sue. A teeny kid, a tiny kid. A kid you might scare with a jump and a boo. You think you could scare her with a boo? It'd be nice if you'd help me turn the page, buddy. But when the recess bell went ringety-ring, this kid went zingety-zing for the playground gate. Katie Sue swung before Mean Jean swung. She kicked before Mean Jean kicked. She bounced before Mean Jean bounced. The kid might scare with a jump and a boo was too new to know about Mean Jean, the recess queen. Well, Mean Jean bullied through the playground. Boy, was she mad. Like always, she pushed kids and smushed kids and lollapaloozed kids, hammered them, slammered them, kits and kajammered them, as she charged after that Katie Sue. Say what? She growled. Say who? She howled. Say you, she snarled and grabbed Katie Sue by the collar. Nobody swings until Mean Jean swings. Nobody kicks until Queen Jean kicks. Nobody bounces until Queen Jean bounces, and she figured that would set the record straight. She figured wrong. Katie Sue talked back, just as sassy as could be. She said, "How did you get to be so bossy?" Then that puny thing, that loony thing, grabbed the ball and bounced away. Oh, Katie Sue was one quick kid. She bolted quick as lightning. Bouncity, bouncity, bounce. Kickity, kickity, kick. Swingity, swingity, swing. Mean Jean thundered close behind. Bouncity, kickity, swingity. The recess queen was not amused. She raced and chased, and in your face that Katie Sue. No one spoke. No one moved. No one breathed longer. They were very quiet. They were scared. Then, from her pack, pulled Katie Sue a jump rope clean and bright. "Hey, Jeannie Beanie," said Katie Sue, "let's try this jump rope out. Here's one thing true until that day. No one dared ask Mean Jean to play, but that Katie Sue just hopped and jumped and skipped away. I like ice cream, I like tea, I want Jean to jump with me. Come on, back up here. Come on. Logger, get back up here. Come on, Log. Come on, Log. Hey, come on. Hurry, hurry. We're almost done with the story." Jean just gaped and stared as if too scared to move at all. So Katie Sue just sang again. "I like popcorn, I like tea, I want Jean to jump with me." You gonna come and get it? You gonna get your treat? Come and get your treat-o. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Then from the side, a kid called, "Go, Jean, go!" And too surprised to even shout, Jean jumped in with Katie Sue. "I like cookies. I like tea. I want you to jump with me." What do you think, Logger? The rope whizzed and slapped faster and faster. The rope spun and flapped faster and faster, till it caught in a tangled disaster. But they just giggled and jumped again. Oh my goodness. Well, now when recess rolls around, that playground's one great place. At the school bell's ringety-ring, those two girls race zingety-zing out the classroom door. Jean doesn't push kids and smush kids, lollapalooza kids, kits and jammer kids, 'cause she's having too much fun romping with her friends. Now she has friends. Isn't that great? Bouncity, kickity, swingity, hoppity, skippity, jumpity, ringity, zingity. Yes! She now has friends. The end. That was a really good story, wasn't it? I know it's hot and it's hard for you to sit still, so I think the kids will understand. Have a good time this summer. We hope you're staying cool. And don't forget, Logger says, wash your paws. Bye.